Gananam tva ganapatikum havamahe kavim kavinam upamasravastamam jestarajam brahmam brahmas patana srivanuti vishiri sadanam. Good morning. I'd like to start today by acknowledging Brian for maintaining the structural components, the solid base on which this class gets to continue. I get to think about enlightenment and observe my thoughts throughout the week because he takes care of all the rest. So thank you, Brian. The class itself today is going to work with 3 different chakras, or if you don't like talking in that terminology, in 3 different aspects of who we are. We're going to work with our power, our determination. We're going to work with overcoming where we restrict our self-love, and that by combining those 2, we find our voices, and we find our voices in the world. Over the course of the last 8 months, there has been so much disruption, anger, chaos, and no matter where you fall in the spectrum, you have been impacted in some way or another. We're going to take what we would probably feel are negative reactions, and we're going to transmute them into something completely different. Both in Eastern philosophy and Western physics, there is the same fundamental belief discovered or believed many thousands of years apart, that energy never is lost, it only changes form. So we're going to change the form of what we might experience as energy that holds us back, that draws us down, and we're going to use it in a way that helps us and helps society. We're going to start by tuning in Ong Namo Gurudev Namo 3 times. And when you chant Om, the first syllable there, go deep inside your head. Imagine that there is a tiny baby gong in there, and that as you are striking the sound, you are striking this gong of reverberation. And as you continue to chant, feel the vibration in the roof of your mouth, possibly even in the entirety of your cranium. Okay, here we go. All right, press your palms together. Press the sides of your hands into your chest, and press your chest into the sides of your hands. And from that action, feel length in your spine. A gentle hand, an imaginary hand, rests on the top of your head, and golden light radiates down from it, filling your body, and your body, desiring, craving that light, raises up to meet it. On the next inhale, we'll start our chant. Om Namo Gurudev. Guru Dev Take your arms back wide, and you're gonna feel the muscles between your shoulder blades and across your shoulder blades working as you do this. Draw your arms as far back as they'll go, as though you were gonna touch the back of your hands to meet behind you. Feel the stretch across your chest and keep feeling it the whole time. We're gonna start Agnisari Kriya, or breath of fire. So you're going to do a strong, forceful exhale out through the nose as the muscles of the abdomen and rib cage draw in. Good, keep going like that. So we're beginning the practice. The vast majority of class is going to be about the relationship between the navel and the heart, and using our power to break through where we restrict our love for ourselves. As you're doing this practice, find some type of imagery that you can have in your belly that represents power. It might be the light of the sun. It might be like the coal, where you feed the coal into the engine in an old-fashioned train. It might be the combustion inside of a nuclear reactor. Find a symbol of energy, of power that works for you, and every time that you breathe, amplify that energy. This is a longer practice of Agnisari Kriya, or breath of fire. Rather than stopping, if you're starting to get taxed, simply slow down. Just about a minute longer. So continue to use the power of the pumping of the breath to build up your power. And the arms stretching back, you're continuing to expand and open your chest. Feel a relationship between that buildup of the power, build the power, and use that to help overcome restrictions across your heart, restrictions within your heart. Perfection. Inhale, lift up on the muscles of the pelvic floor, draw in on the belly, open your chest even more. Open, 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 squeeze the pelvic floor, squeeze the belly. Powerful exhale out. All right, excellent. We're gonna extend our legs out now. If you are sitting in a chair, or if you're not comfortable on the floor, sit in a chair. Find a variation on this that will work. I think you can come up with a variation on how to sit for all of the practices, all the exercises in the practice. All right, so sitting up as tall as you can. If you find that you slouch, as you know, you just need to lift up your bottom. Put something underneath your hips if you need to be able to get tall. This next bit is one that we do a lot. Exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up. Your arms are just gonna be like guide wires today. They're not actually doing anything. You're gonna feel all of the movement happen through the engagement of your abdominal muscles pulling your abdomen towards your legs. So here we go. Great, inhale. Squeeze the muscles of the pelvic floor. It's gonna feel a little like you're drawing your sits bones towards each other and you lift up away from the ground. Draw your belly in. Pull energy up your spine. Good. Similar, or same position, and we're gonna lift up one leg and then lower it back down. Inhale as you lift up, exhale as you lower it down. And you're gonna probably need to help yourself. So again, you can do this sitting in a chair. Hold on wherever you need to. Inhale up, exhale down. Switch over. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. It's gonna be a little bit harder than the last practice, but see if you can power the movement of your legs from your core. Use that source of power that you came up with for yourself, that you visualized for yourself at the beginning. That source of power is both helping you raise your leg and is being intensified by the practice as well. So with all the practices that we're gonna do today, if you are feeling taxed, if you're feeling like you need to stop, what I would prefer, what I'd ask of you is instead to just slow down and find a pace that you can keep going at. Part of the thing that really inspired me about this class is the election is coming up, and we need to continue to focus on how we can positively impact the world. So to some extent in this class, we don't get to mess around anymore. You've got to go ahead and solidify your power. Oftentimes our power, our fire, gets misdirected into anger and reactionaryism. Instead, you can use that same power, that same fire, to fuel things that make things better for yourself and for everybody else. So think about that. Keep that in mind as we continue for a bit longer. Great. Inhale tall. Engage the muscles of the pelvic floor, engage the belly. Let energy start to move up from this fiery core up to the level of your heart. Good. We go back to the one before this for just a little bit. So you're nice and tall. Hold on wherever you can, and then use your core, use the abdomen having a scooping sensation to pull you down. Visualize your fire, your source of strength. Keep yourself on whatever way you're able to visualize. Maybe you actually see your source of power, your internal combustion engine. Maybe you just have an idea of it in your mind. Maybe you can feel heat building up in deep in your core. Just a little bit longer. Great. Inhale tall. Engage the pelvic floor. Engage the abdomen, squeezing that power source, engaging that power source and starting to feel the intensity of it rise up your spine and begin to chisel away at all of your negative ideas about yourself. Whew, strong exhale. And the next one you're probably going to have to modify into a way that you can do, and it's as close as you can get to the splits. Oh, did I hear some laughter? Yeah, well, just come up with whatever version of that it might be. So it might just be on your on one foot and one knee. Pad your knee if you need to. We'll be here for about a minute. So come into whatever you can muster for your best split, and then breath of fire. Visualize your power source, your fuel center, your fire, and then inhale, squeeze up on the belly, compress that power source and start to move energy up your spine to your heart. Again, beginning the process of dissolving, of blasting through, of eradicating negative ideas, negative self-talk. Oh, great, release. Get someone to help you out of this position and switch to the other side. Check in with your mind, with your thoughts. Redirect them to enhancing your personal power. Inhale, contain that power in the base of the body by contracting the pelvic floor. Compress that energy by drawing the navel in and squeeze it up through the spinal passage up to the level of the heart. Begin burning away negativity. Whew. Exhale. Again, use whatever help you can get to come out of the posture. All right. Whatever comfortable way you can sit. And then we'll do bear grasp, which if you haven't done before, you're just gonna cup both of your fingers and get a nice tight grip. And then you pull across them so that you've got this steady pull at your elbows. All right, hands up over your head. So there may be a feeling that you get when your hands and arms are in sort of an optimal spot. Maybe move your hands around just a little bit. See if there's a place that feels energetically better. It might not physically feel better. All right, just like at the beginning of class, let the elbows reaching back, let your chest open up. If you're familiar with Shambhavi Mudra, go ahead and gaze upwards with your eyes like you could see your grasped hands through the top of your head. Keep that tug through your hands. Okay, we're gonna start to twist. Inhale left, exhale right. Great, keep everything going. Keep the eye mudra. Keep the chest expanding. One more minute like this. So if you're feeling discomfort in your arms, especially your upper arms, there is the concept that that is associated with pain, unresolved pain from your family of origin. Just sit with that idea, knowing that this process might allow you to move through some of that pain. Maybe you can sit with it a little bit longer. Coming back to center, perhaps noticing that some of your discomfort was alleviated by sticking with the practice. Let's take a deep inhale. Again, contain the energy you've created by contracting the muscles of the pelvic floor. Compress that energy by drawing the navel in and feel it move up your spine. Great, relax, strong exhale out. Just sit for a second, let your body adjust, let your body make note of the benefits of the practice. All right. Last, oh no, actually I'm lying. One more with your legs extended out. We're gonna start to incorporate the throat chakra. So this is where we make ourselves heard. We're gonna keep up this concept of creating, establishing, maintaining, holding on to our personal power, using that to resolve, move past our personal issues, and then really express ourselves. And in particular, express ourselves to overcome all of the elitism, repression, racism, all of the issues that are going on in the world right now. Okay. So we're going to be using neck lock. If you take your hands, so there's an 8-finger width distance to help you find the spot. If you place the first finger right at your hairline, or if you don't have a hairline in its original spot, put it where your hairline used to be. So one set of fingers, that's 4 finger spans. Then the other set of fingers, 4 more finger spans. Just behind that is going to be the spot that you're going to want to pay attention to. Let me switch arms. So I've got my finger pressing down into that spot, and I'm going to press that spot up into my finger. And that's going to help you drop your chin down, lift up with your chest as well. All that broadening we've been doing in our heart, keep that open. Great. So you're going to do that the whole time. And we're going to have a very slow, relaxed breath. In fact, if you know Ujjayi, move to Ujjayi breathing so that it's slower and steadier. So moving very slowly, keeping that neck lock. Exhale as you go down. Inhale as you come up. Exhale down. Inhale up. If you like, if it feels natural, keep a light hold on Mulband. So I'd like to add to this, keep going just the way you are. We did something similar to this at the beginning. So use your core, use your power center, use your fire in your belly to draw you down. As you do so, lightly pull up on Mulband. Keep neck lock. Inhale and come up, lightly let go of Mulband. So it's much more important to keep the length coming out of that spot at the top of your head all the way down to your tailbone with a straight spine. That's more important than how low you go down. If you have to focus on one thing, that's maintaining neck lock. And if you can maintain the focus on 2 things, it's neck lock and the strength of the belly drawing you down. And like that power of the navel, squeezing, starting to push energy up to the throat. If you can, each time you're going down, you're squeezing root lock. So essentially your abdomen is squeezing and your pelvic floor is squeezing, just like we do at the end of each Kriya. Visualize that energy source, that power, that chi, moving up your spine through the heart now, up to the throat, where there's a little pressure from your neck. Just a few seconds more. Great. Inhale tall. Exhale, relax. All right, over onto your belly. So this is going to be locust pose with a particular intention. So we're gonna come up every part of our body off the floor except for our belly button. And you want to feel your belly button pushing hard into the floor. So that might mean that you hardly can come off the ground at all. And then we're gonna do as much breath of fire as we can. It's harder to do because the floor is pushing on your stomach. So focus on your internal combustion, whatever that is, whatever your source of fire, Agni, is in your belly. Visualize that, feel that, and this is like the time, your last chance to really amp up that power source. All right, so your arms can be up, and they can be alongside your body, however you'd like to do it, and then come up balancing on your belly. And at whatever amount of breath of fire you can, all of your focus at your energy point at your belly. All right, think about your belly pushing into the floor. Go ahead and let your legs come down, but keep your belly button pushing into the floor. Go ahead and let your arms come down, but keep your belly button pushing into the floor. So we're gonna do a version of Sphinx pose now, again, with a very specific goal. You want to feel your belly pushing down hard into the floor the whole time. And then you push yourself up just as far as you can, maintaining that so that the place you feel pressure is along the lower ribs, right into this part of your back. I'll show you from this side, right into this part of your back. We're gonna try and compress the kidneys. In Oriental medicine, the kidneys is where your chi, where all that power we've been building up stays stored. So if you want to visualize some battery packs in this part of your back, and that we're now going to move that energy into our battery packs, do that. I'm going to pick some of those great Tesla batteries because they look so good. All right, so press your belly into the ground. In fact, if you need to lift your legs back up to really get that sense, do it. So keep hard pressure of your belly into the ground, and then push your back into as much of an arch as you can so the compression is across here. And now, nice, slow, steady breath of fire with the idea that you're taking all of that fire, all of that energy, and you're moving it into the kidneys, into your battery packs for storage. Keep going. We're going to go for a bit longer, and we're going to start to incorporate the entirety of the goal of this class. So you've got the power at the belly. Now start to really stretch your heart forward. You might want to take your elbows wider apart, use the traction of your forearms, elbows, and hands on the ground to really start to stretch your heart. You might even increase that compression across the kidneys as you do this. So really opening up your heart so that the power from the belly can rise up through the heart. And then unite the throat. Get as much of a stretch and lift in your throat. Your mouth is closed and your chin is reaching up. It's like the back of your head, the top of your head's reaching behind you. Great. A deep inhale. Squeeze the muscles of the pelvic floor. Squeeze the abdomen. Let the energy move up through the heart center, up into your throat. Exhale, relax, and come down. Relax on your stomach, turning your head to one side or the other. Or if you prefer, go ahead and push back into child's pose. You might need to do a few spinal flexes to loosen your back up on your way to that position. So you have a few minutes now to incorporate, to relax, to recuperate. If there is a particular way that you would like to do that, particular relaxing position or particular meditative position, go ahead and pick that for yourself. Continue to relax or meditate. You may want to, again, reflect on our goals for class. We are going to make our voices more pronounced. We're going to use the fire that sometimes the fire of our internal fire that can be self-destructive or aggressive. We're going to use that as passion, as drive to alter the status quo in the world right now. And the most fundamental part of that has to do with self-acceptance. So we'll move to the next part of the practice. If you're feeling fatigued, you can do this next part relaxing on your back. If you prefer, come up to sitting. And whatever position you're in, I'm going to give you some visualizations to work with. We've already been very immersed in building up our power center. So that's just like an inferno down here right now. Just above your heart, I'd like you to hold the concept of, I love myself profoundly. What does that mean in terms of what all has to get out of the way for you to hold that I love myself profoundly with no objections popping up? So now we're going to visualize the knots, the restrictions, our distresses, our traumas, our negative self-talk as just below that, as resting at the level of the heart, at the level of the diaphragm. So imagine everything that blocks you from 100% all the time loving yourself profoundly. So we're going to move with the next few practices up through that process. I was explaining to somebody here, I'm not around most of the people I normally do yoga with, and I was explaining how much this class means to me, and she's like, oh yeah, because it's all your friends. And I said, it is, but a sangha is friends who are all working towards being the best they can be, and we help each other to get there. So on this other side of all of the things that you think negatively about yourself, place everybody in your sangha. Place all of your teachers, place all the people that help you to become the best person that you are. Place them up there with, I love myself profoundly. They will be waiting on the other side at the end of this practice if negative emotions arise. Let's go ahead and sit in a stable posture. We're going to be working with either a held Agnisari Kriya or eventually an Uddiyana Bandha if you know that practice. So you want to either be sitting up high enough that your legs come to the ground, or you want to go ahead and adopt one of the meditative postures. Hands are resting on the knees, and the knees rest on the floor. We'll start with an Agnisari Kriya. So deep inhale, expand through the belly. Exhale, scoop the abdomen back towards the spine. Compress all of the air from your body. And that same sense of neck lock, lengthen through the top of the head, lift the chest, drop the chin, and pump the navel with the breath held out. All right, when you need to breathe, lift your head, let the air come in. And now inhale, squeeze mulband, squeeze the navel, feel energy moving up, piercing, dissolving, liquefying anything that inhibits you from feeling profound self-love. Exhale. A couple of relaxed breaths. Deep, expansive inhale through the belly. Exhale, squeezing, scooping. Every bit of air out, every bit of air out. And then neck lock and pump the navel. When you need to breathe, relax your arms, relax your head, lift it back up. And now inhale. And we're going to take that energy, we're going to move it up. Squeeze the pelvic floor, squeeze the abdomen, move that energy up, pierce everything that keeps you from profound self-love. See your sangha, see me on the other side of that. Relax. We'll do one more round like that, and then for those of us who know Uddiyana Bandha, we'll do 3 rounds of that. What I'd like to remind you of is that the idea with neck lock is that it's keeping all of that fire, all that Agni contained. That's what's happening with root lock. So all that fire that we're building up as we pump our navel is contained inside and then directed up through the spinal channel to pierce all of those negative emotions, self-talk. All right, one more Agnisar Kriya. All the air out, pump the navel. Relax everything and then breathe in, out, in, pelvic floor, navel, pierce every hurt that you've ever had, every slight, everyone who's ever treated you bad, pierce all of those, pierce them, pierce them, pierce them. Relax. So you'll continue, do 3 more like that, unless you know Uddiyana Bandha. Before we do these next 3 rounds, what I'd like to remind you of is that all of those unpleasant events, all of those negativities that we hold about ourselves, the only place that they're kept alive, the only energy keeping them alive is within ourselves. So let's redirect that energy. All right, so continue with Agnisar Kriya, or if you know Uddiyana Bandha, let's do that. Deep inhale in, exhale. With Uddiyana Bandha, it's very similar to Agnisar Kriya. Once you're in the position, you want to actively contract the muscles of respiration like you were taking air in, but since you're in neck lock, no air comes in. Relax that pull of the breath in. Relax your arms, relax your head, let the air come in. Inhale, squeeze root lock. Squeeze the abdomen, let the energy move up and disperse all of those old hurts, slights. Relax breath. Deep inhale. Exhale, scooping everything out. Contract the pelvic floor. Seal the throat so no air can come in or out. Kind of squeeze your throat with your shoulders. Now, act like you're going to take the biggest inhale you can, but no air comes in. Let that movement pierce your heart. Let that movement pierce your heart. Good. Relax everything. Take a relaxed breath. All right, final one, here we go. Scoop the belly back, squeeze every bit of air out. Contain the pelvic floor, straighten the arms, compress the throat, holding all the air from coming in the throat. And then, like you're taking an inhale in, but nothing can come in. And use the force of that to pierce any negativity. Find yourself with your Sangha at the other side in profound self-love, and then relax out of it. If you need to take a second and relax your knees, Just a tiny bit more to do. We're going to work with Kichari Mudra, and that's the one that I seem slightly obsessed with. I love it. You take your tongue up as far to the back of the roof of your mouth as it will go, you'll eventually reach your soft palate. And we're going to focus on it today for one particular set of benefits. Kachari Mudra has the impact of altering your saliva and the enzymes in your saliva so that you have less craving for food, less desire for food, less desire for less thirst. But that you can use that cessation of desire in your mental space as well. So all the things that we think we need to make us happy, let's use Kachari Mudra to help us shift away from all of the external things that we think we need, that we crave, that we desire to make us think we're happy. We don't need anyone else's approval. We don't need anyone else's love. We don't need anyone else to like us. All those things are nice, but let's really get clear on, in order to speak our own truth, to impact the external world, we need to get to a place where we are self-contained. So go ahead and take your tongue as far up and back as it will go. We won't do it for very long. I know that there's a tugging sensation at the base of the tongue that can be unpleasant. But really, for this practice today, get your tongue all the way back to where you can feel the soft palate. Gently press up and back. Sit with the discomfort for at least a minute or so if you can. Once you're there, we'll move to a slow, soothing breath. So you could imagine yourself sitting near an ocean. The air feels perfect. You're completely comfortable. There's a very slow wave pattern moving in and out. And your breath starts to mirror that wave pattern. Ride on that wave of the breath. Another reason I wanted to work with Kachari Mudra today is because there was a recent anatomical discovery about a fourth set of salivary glands. Up until now, Western anatomy identified 3 sets of salivary glands. And the fourth set that was recently discovered is exactly where we're pressing. So up until now, I went on faith from my teachers that this tongue mudra could alter my saliva, my enzymes, my state of craving and desire. And it's always gratifying when that gets substantiated by logical Western research. So we've been going for over a minute now. If you would like to relax your tongue for a bit, go ahead and do that. If you can keep going though, keep going. Whether you're strongly in the tongue mudra or not, have your focus be on the fact that you are moving past your cravings, moving past your desires. Most of the time we think about those as chocolate or refrigerators or cars, but they can very profoundly be the desire for a certain level of acknowledgement from a parent, an apology that you wish for from decades ago. Let your breath, let the mudra ease and soothe those heartfelt cravings and desires for emotional acknowledgement. Realize that at this point, they are only going to come from your own profound self-love. And for the last little bit, let's feel the connection as we breathe in of the breath moving from the navel up through the heart to the pit of the throat. As we exhale, it descending back down to the navel. Inhale, breath, energy moves up, navel, heart, throat. Exhale, feel it descend back down. Using the tongue mudra for only as much as it still feels comfortable to continue doing so. Absolutely perfect. Relax on your back. We'll have a few minutes of gong relaxation. So make yourself comfortable. Relax on your back. Go as deep, as quickly as you can. Let the benefits of your practice profoundly register in your physical, mental, spiritual, emotional aspects of yourself. Like a good time to go ahead and make your way upright. Let's enjoy the process of rocking along the spine as a way to come up. So you probably all know this. Just bring your knees in to your chest and your head up to your knees. And then rock along your spine and massage that area we've been working with so much, from navel up to the throat. Make sure you don't hurt your neck. Keep your head tucked up. Just rock up along that area, massaging it, soothing out muscular tensions, relieving energetic blocks, and then come all the way up for our chanting practice. So I've chosen one today that is not Sanskrit. This is based on a Hawaiian technique or a Hawaiian ancient mantra called Ho'oponopono. And back when it was Hawaiians doing it, it was in Hawaiian, and it was a way to create forgiveness, usually due to inter-family issues or between family issues, and also as a way to purge the entire human spectrum, to get rid of all of the places where there is a lacking of forgiveness. So in the 1970s, an English version was created, and that's what we're going to do today. The words are, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. So we're going to repeat that. I'm going to dedicate this to my brother, and do this for yourself. Do this for what people owe to you. Do this for what you owe to other people, and do it for the entirety of humanity. We clear the playing field. So let me just tell you the translation of Ho'oponopono. Pono means harmony or balance. In Hawaiian, anytime you repeat a word, it means emphasis. So, and Ho'o means the restoration. So strongly restoring harmony. All right, so here we go. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I'm definitely feeling my sense of Sangha on the other side of that practice. The people that help me to be better at being myself. Let's close out our practice together with 3 long satnams. So use the power of your belly, the open-hearted love of your heart, and your ability to clearly vocalize your presence on this planet. Long sats, short nam. Sat nam. Sat nam. Sat nam. Let's bow to the strength of our voices. Sat Nam. Namaste. There'll be a Google Meetup after this. If you're not familiar with how to get there, if you go to the Facebook post for this class, the link is in there. I'll be hanging out in that meetup for an hour afterwards, so you've got plenty of time to go find the link and connect with me and connect with other people in our group. See you next time. Thanks a lot.